Hey guys, welcome to another video here on Offside Trap. Today we're going to be doing a few Champions League predictions for the second half of the round of 16 fixtures. I'll just let you know what my thoughts are, who's going to win, a bit of background knowledge, and yeah. And before we start guys, make sure you subscribe if you haven't below. Hit the subscribe button and also hit that notification bell as well, because we'll be trying to release new videos every week, every 2 days. So if you want to be informed, hit that notification bell. Alright, so let's get started. The first game is Lyon versus Barcelona. Lyon will be playing at home for the first leg in France. Barcelona are unbeaten against Lyon, having won 4 of the last 6 previous matches. Their last encounter was actually 10 years ago in 2008-2009 season in the round of 16, where Barca won 6-3 on aggregate. In this year's Champions League, Lyon were actually undefeated in the group stage, and they were in a group with Manchester City, but they only won 1 game with 5 draws. Which, say what you will, they were still undefeated, but not the best record there. They came second to City with 8 points, whereas Barcelona won their group with 14 points. They were also undefeated with 4 wins and 2 draws. That's actually a bit of a better record than Lyon. And they were in a tough group as well. They had Spurs and Inter, one of the group of deaths in my opinion. In the league, Lyon are coming 3rd under Lille and PSG, and they've won 6 of their last 7 games, which is pretty good form for them. They'll be ready to go against Barcelona. Barca is still coming 1st by 7 points in the La Liga, but they've only won 3 of their last 7 games, where they've drawn a few, and they're a bit of mixed form, and this could be the time for Lyon to actually do something with this game in the form that they're in. Saying that, Lyon are in the better form, but you can say that La Liga have the harder games. You know, Barcelona just played Sevilla and Real Madrid, whereas Lyon are playing minnow teams. Looking at the squads, Barcelona will be without Artura and Umtiti, who is just coming back from a knee injury. He could actually play, but I doubt it. I don't think they'll risk him for this game. And Lyon are without Raphael and Gouiri, who are injured, and with Fekir also suspended. That's a big player gone. Now, although Lyon are in some fine form at the moment, I still see Barcelona coming through and winning this match. Lyon had a decent stint in the group stages, but they're literally coming up against the best in the world right now, with Messi and Suarez. Barcelona have also had some defensive problems, with Umtiti out especially, and also their form hasn't been so great with a lot of goals going against them. So I do think Lyon will manage to score a goal here. My final prediction is going to be 2-1 to Barcelona. I just think that Lyon being at home, they might manage to score a goal, but Barcelona will run away with this at the end. Now the second game of the week is Liverpool versus Bayern Munich, one of the bigger games of the round of 16. Liverpool will be at home at Anfield, where they have a huge advantage. And Munich have only won 1 out of their 7 games against Liverpool, drawing 4 and losing 2. The last time these two faced was in the 1980-81 season, European Cup semi-finals, where Liverpool progressed on away goals. And some more facts, Liverpool are undefeated in their last 19 European matches at Anfield. So as I said, they've got a huge advantage here at home, and a bit on their form in the Champions League already. Munich won their group, where they were undefeated with 4 wins and 2 draws. And Liverpool came second in a really tough group, the other group of death in my opinion, where they were on 9 points, 3 wins and 3 losses. So Munich had a bit of a cruisier time in the group stages, where that could have helped with their winnings. In the league, Munich aren't doing too well by their standards, 2 points behind Dortmund, which is actually saying something for their standards, where they usually win it every year. They have won 6 of their last 7 games, so they're in some pretty decent form. And Liverpool are currently coming second in the Premier League on the same points as City, with a game in hand. Their form has been a bit off recently, winning only 3 of the last 7 games. They did have a good run mid-season, but now they've come off the mark a bit. There's a few injuries with Munich. Talisio looks like he's out. There's been a few minor injuries with Robben and Coman, but they might play. And Thomas Muller is suspended for this one. And for Liverpool, they're without Virgil van Dijk from suspension, which is a huge loss, and Joe Gomez is injured, along with Lovren and Shaqiri, who might be doubtful, but they could play. Now this is an interesting set of circumstances. Liverpool are without their 2 main centre-backs, Van Dijk especially, and Joe Gomez. Van Dijk, who's been a rock at the back for them. This is a huge loss for Liverpool, and a major advantage to Bayern Munich here. This is Munich's chance to do something with this, and hopefully win this one for them. They'll be looking to win it. Having said that, I still think Liverpool will win this game. I know it's a tough one. It'll be a high-scoring game in my opinion. I think 3-2 to Liverpool. I just think that at Anfield at home, Liverpool have the major advantage there. It'll be tough for them to lose here. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Bayern Munich's coach, Niko Kovac. They definitely haven't been as strong as what they usually were, or what they usually are in previous seasons. But then again, Liverpool without their centre-backs, they're going to be playing Matip I don't know who else will be playing. Obviously not as strong as Van Dijk and Gomez. So it is a high chance that Munich can win this, but it'll be a high scoring game in my opinion. And for the third game of this week, we got Atletico Madrid versus Juventus, which is also the other big game of the week. These two have versed each other 7 times, and Juventus' last victory over Atletico was in 1965. They last versed in 2014-15 in the group stages, where Atletico won 1-0, and they drew the other game. Now, Atletico are undefeated by Italian opposition in the Champions League, and have only conceded 1 goal in the 4 wins and 2 draws of the Italian teams. Atletico are unbeaten in their last 12 home games for the Champions League, and Atletico are at home, which is a big advantage for them. Now, Juventus topped their group, which had Manchester United and Valencia, with 14 points, 4 wins and 2 losses. Atletico came second on the same points as Dortmund, 13 points, 4 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. In the league, Atletico have won 4 of their last 7 games, and are coming second in the La Liga behind Barca, which is a pretty good position for them. And Juve are 5 out of their last 7 games and are far ahead in first, still undefeated in Serie A. But they have had a few hiccups recently, losing 3-0 to Atalanta. Atletico also lost 3-1 to Real Madrid. Not the best result there. Douglas Costa, Regani, Chiellini, Bonucci have all had a few minor injuries for Juventus, but looks like most of them will play, not too sure yet. And Atletico, Savic, Diego Costa and Koke are in doubt as well, but we're not too sure if they will actually play or miss the game just yet. Now, both these teams are very defensively on the way they play, especially Atletico Madrid. They like to sit back, hit with the counter a bit, very strong with the counter. That's why Atletico at home, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Don't get me wrong, Juventus definitely have the better team here, and Atletico are not as strong as what they were a few seasons back where they made the final. But I think because Atletico are at home under Simeone, I think they can draw this one out. I do think Juve might get an away goal here, but it's hard to count Atletico out at home, and I think they can pull a draw with this one. And the last game of the week is Schalke vs Man City. They've played each other only a total of 3 times, where City won twice and lost once. And Schalke are undefeated in their last 9 European home games with 6 wins and 3 draws. And City are also unbeaten in their last 7 Champions League games against German opponents with 6 wins and 1 draw. City in the group stage won the group with 13 points, 1-4, drew 1 and lost 1. And Schalke came second in their group. They did have a pretty easy group there with Porto and Galatasaray and Lokomotiv Moscow, where they were on 11 points, 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. I do think they're pretty lucky to be here, Schalke. They had a pretty easy group, but so did City, cruised through their group pretty much. In the league, City are in fine form, coming first in the Premier League with 65 points, and they won 6 of their last 7 games, where Schalke is actually coming 14th in the Bundesliga on 23 points. That's pretty crazy how they're in the Champions League and they're coming 14th at the moment. Pretty dreadful from Schalke here, only having won 3 of the last 7. With squad, City are without Company and Mendy, which I think they'll cope pretty well with that squad that they have there. I mean, they have been in the league. And Schalke are without a few Mascarelli through suspension and a few different injuries here and there who might be in doubt. For this one, I think City are the clear favourites, despite Schalke being at home. As I said, I think Schalke are lucky to be there. They have not been in fine form this season, coming 14th in the league and everything. And City are just miles ahead. Their squad is 10 times better. They've been playing better. I think City will win this one 3-0 pretty comfortably, and Schalke just don't have a chance here. Well, anyway, guys, that was just my predictions for the upcoming games in the Champions League. I'm not an expert, so let me know down below in the comments what you guys think the scores will be. Also, if you guys like this video, click the like button, share this video with your friends, and also please subscribe to the channel. We have a few videos coming up. We got a new rap parody coming up on Friday, so be ready for that. And yeah, I'm still going to be releasing at least 2 videos every week, so make sure you are tuned and ready to watch. But anyway, guys, let me know if you like this video. Make sure you check out some of the other videos. See you guys later.